Well, hello, old friends, and welcome back to the channel. Great news, everyone. It's Babylon 5 time, and today we have a very special episode of Babylon 5 as we tackle the Season 4 penultimate episode of Season 4, Episode 21, Rising Star. Now, a quick note, everybody. I completely misunderstood some directions I had received earlier in this season where people were explaining the end of Season 4 and potentially the end of Season 5 and how to watch specific episodes. My misunderstanding was thankfully corrected by the Babylon 5 faithful who said in a non-spoilery fashion, Greg, no. That was all taken care of years ago. Go ahead and watch episode 22 of season 4 as part of the airing order. So that is exactly what I am going to do. Sorry for the confusion, friends. My Swiss cheese brain again betrayed me. But thanks to all of you, I am back out of the weeds and on the right path. Thank you. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5 or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and what is now? Now it's time for the penultimate episode of Babylon 5 Season 4, Episode 21, Rising Star. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! ISN, the voice of the people.
We can confirm now that President Clark took his own life at 2:53 a.m. EST rather than face trial for his actions.
Jesus.
After the battle, Sheridan surrendered to Earth Force authorities, who will now decide whether or not charges will be pressed for his actions taken during and preceding the battle. In an impromptu press conference this morning, Acting President Susanna Luchenko
that many of you want revenge against those who caused such great pain and suffering. We ask that you listen to the better angels of your nature. Only a sane and careful study of the facts will allow us to separate those who were willing partners in President Clark's reign of terror from those who cooperated only in fear of their lives.
Our thoughts especially go out to Sheridan's second in command, Susan Ivanova.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna grab a tissue now.
Faster. Got to go faster.
I've been thinking about Franklin. He is gonna be crushed. Marcus is his guy, man. He's gonna be crushed. All right, we're being told about the Year of Fire. But that is what got me tearing up again after I watched episode 20. I thought, oh my God, Franklin's going to be the first one back. And he's going to see Marcus, you know. Oh my God, it's his guy. Oh.
The year is 2261. The place?
Babylon 5. I love this show so much. I am really looking forward to season 5 because I have no idea where they're going with it. None. As they crank up the back half of the intro music. Babylon 5 title sequence brought to you by Guar.
How's she doing?
Critical treatment seems to have worked.
What about Marcus?
When we found him, he was in complete metabolic shutdown. Heartbeat, brain activity. The machine had completely drained his life energy and transferred it to Commander Ivanova.
Oh my God, this is going to be tough. I'm going to try to keep my shit about me. Oh my God.
I said go away!
Susan, it's me. You okay?
I don't think so, bud.
Damn it, Stephen, why the hell did he have to do it? I didn't want him to. I never would have asked him to.
I knew this was coming. Try to keep my shit together today.
After we gained custody of the alien healing device, Sheridan and I decided that it was just too dangerous to let others know about it, so I coded all my log entries.
He broke in.
He was always pulling crap like that. I never knew what to do with him. He was the most undisciplined, most annoying
friend.
And I remember the last thing I thought was, I'm going to die now. It wasn't so bad. And then I heard this voice coming from far away saying, I love you. Is this God? I mean, he really did have an English accent, just like in all those old movies. And then I felt myself being pulled down, and I got heavy.
Such a great line.
Heavy, you know, tired, and I was forced my eyes open. And there he was next to me. And we were hooked into that damn machine, and I tried to pull it apart, Stephen. I swear to God, I tried. I couldn't even move. I couldn't move.
Look, there was nothing that you could do, all right? Your system was traumatized. You can't blame yourself.
But she's going to.
I don't. I just...
Yeah, you do.
You know, the ones that I loved always ended up hurting me.
This is probably her best scene.
And here was Marcus.
Always there.
I knew he'd never hurt me. And I knew he'd never leave me.
Yeah.
I knew he loved me. I knew it. And I just didn't want to admit it. I think I saw what I wanted. And I was afraid.
Son of a bitch.
Maybe I should have just tried one more time. I could have done that for him.
It would have ended the same way.
At least I should have boffed him just once.
Boffed. Did you just say boffed?
That's the type of thing he would have said.
Well, I guess that's one way to deal with unrequited love, huh?
I love Franklin so much.
All love is unrequited, Stephen. All of it.
These characters. Holy shit.
You're late?
No. You're early.
I am never premature.
Ah, well, that is a surprise, given what I've heard.
Come on.
For the Centauri, hours can go by before you even get to the good parts.
Jesus.
You know, this is a matter of state business. I think we should,
Oh, yes, of course. You can't go on ahead. We'll join you shortly.
We don't want Jakar to think less of the Centauri.
We are developing a very strange relationship, I think.
They say the Regent will leave us early in the coming year. The royal court has decided that we need your voice to guide us. You're going to be Emperor Londo. Isn't that wonderful?
Do we remember the prophecy?
Londo, I thought you would
Come, we really should hurry. Otherwise, we'll have to put up with their cranky Nan all the way to Earth.
He doesn't want it anymore. God, what character. What an arc.
Hello, Captain. I hope you don't mind my stopping by to visit.
Hey, Bester.
I told the staff we were such good friends. Like Holmes and Watson, Rebo and Zudi.
Fire and water.
This will let us speak privately for a few minutes before they decide it's more than ordinary interference.
You never come at anyone straight out, do you, Mr. Bester?
I do not.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Garibaldi believes I'm responsible for a lot of things.
Like the murder of William Edgars.
That is me.
What happened to those vials that were stolen from his safe? You know, the ones with the anti-telepath virus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's Mr. Garibaldi's word against mine. Unless you'd like to bring in a telepath to scan him, prove that what he's saying is true. Of course, to be admissible in an Earth court, the Teep would have to be a member of the Psi Corps.
We know what they're going to say.
I want to know if my lover...
Yep, I knew that was it.
And if she was killed because of it, you have to understand that you will not leave this room alive.
I do understand.
That you think that threats still mean anything to me. Do this or you're a dead man? Death. Been there, done that. You know what the difference is between you and me, Bester?
There's one.
You use people because you like it. And if someone gets hurt in the process, well, that's life.
I like the beard, if you can believe it.
I know what it's like to lose someone, only to find her, then lose her a second time.
Remember my wife?
I wouldn't wish that on anyone, not even you. As much as I might want to.
Letting him twist.
Carolyn's still back at Babylon 5. She'll be transferred here as soon as things settle down.
Anything to say?
Thank you.
Wow.
Even with Clark gone, you'll keep moving your telepaths into positions of power.
Edgar said it.
Oh, you'll wait a few years until things quiet down. And then you'll start a war between the telepaths and normals. And in the end, Mr. Bester, you will lose.
Really? Edgar's believed that he would win. That's why all this happened. Yeah, we'll see. Yep.
Assuming you make it that far. See, Mr. Garibaldi's finishing up some personal business on Mars. Once it's done, I imagine he'll turn his attention to you. I'd rather face those sharpshooters of yours than what he'll do when he finds you.
Me too.
I hear she went to the Mars Mafia, tried to bribe her way off the planet, only she didn't make it. Now, the way I figured is they got a little greedy, decided to figure out how they could hang on to her until they could exchange her for a couple million credits.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
You don't seem convincing.
Kill me, man. Well, then you better decide what you prefer.
Death by me or death by them?
What do you want to spend the rest of your life eating all your meals through a straw?
The thing about Mike is, I've always believed him.
Ambassador. I suppose I should say Emperor. But you
have heard that already?
I literally...
Are you sure you want to do this, Delenn?
Yes. I think it's the only way.
What do you guys think?
I see nothing amusing in this situation, Londo.
No. You're right. There isn't. It's just that I'm so rarely in the presence of living history. You realize that you are quite mad for even considering this, hmm?
Perhaps. Please, come in.
Hey, everybody.
I hope you have brought a change of underwear. You'll need it after you read this.
Promises of shitting oneself make for entertaining reading.
Well, Captain, you caused quite a stir.
So did you all.
Many of us wanted to move against him, but the time was never right.
With all due respect, ma'am, while you were waiting, innocent civilians were dying.
To look weak or disorganized would be to invite an invasion. We couldn't take that risk.
From?
He would have known instantly if we were up to something. Ironically, by breaking away, you were the only one who could move against him without his knowing what you were up to.
Then why didn't you try to reach us?
Right or wrong, you led an insurrection against your own government.
So morally I was right, but politically I'm inconvenient.
Inconvenient doesn't even begin to cover it.
Okay.
Now we have to clean up the mess.
Oh, dear God.
You'll explain that you did what you did for the good of Earth. But your conscience does not permit you to remain an Earth force any longer. And I'll guarantee amnesty for your officers and crew who served under you during this crisis.
And if I refuse?
You'll be dishonorably discharged, court-martialed, and brought to trial.
Jesus.
Don't make the mistake of assuming that this is a conversation. It isn't. You have no other options.
Wrong.
The bitch of it is that you probably did the right thing.
Probably?
But you did it in the wrong way.
Really? Should it be...
In the inconvenient way. Now you have to pay the penalty for that.
So do you.
I know it stinks. But that's the way it is.
You know what stinks, and that's the way it is that I'm the only one that the alien races will talk to.
Which way do you want it?
My way.
Will you put the amnesty for my crew in writing? Then I'll resign.
You don't get Babylon 5, though. That is the price you have to pay for this.
It's about time.
Oh, Mike's gonna go right through you, buddy. 3 of you guys are dead or severely hurt.
That's all, folks. What the?
Jesus! Are these Rangers? Sure are. I always forget Mike's a lefty.
Please, back away from the door!
I like the double kick when it didn't go.
Okay, I need to come from when we are finished.
that will talk about this day for 100 years.
She's got something in mind for this.
I wish Marcus could be here to see it. I will confess that I got used to seeing him walking on the path beside us.
He followed the path of his heart. How many of us can say that?
Oh, Lanier, did you see that look?
Did they tell you what Ivanova said at the end? All love is unrequited.
She's wrong, of course.
Of course.
We know, buddy. We've known since the beginning.
We go now to the presidential suite in Earth Dome.
This will be fun.
Follow the orders of your superior officer in acts that violate your conscience, or rise up in opposition. Both sides have risked much.
I don't like her.
Was a man of great integrity, honor, and courage.
Prop him up. Please do this.
Thank you, Madam President.
Like that uni. Not gonna lie.
Everything I did out of love of Earth and love of duty. But what happens when those two are no longer the same thing? We must assume responsibility for those consequences. I and my fellow officers had to choose between what we were told was right
and what we knew was
right. What we believed was right. And now I take full responsibility for those decisions. I love Earth. And now for my love of Earth, I find I must walk away from my love of duty. I am announcing my resignation from Earth Force. I do this in the hope that those who fought on both sides will put aside their disagreements and come together in a new spirit of cooperation. For we are all children of Earth.
The League of Non-Aligned Worlds asked to address this gathering. Ambassador.
Remember, oh my God, thank God they have Jakar doing this. I love it. Madam President, remember how you had two options on the table? Get ready to hear the third.
You have shown through your example that strength comes from a multitude of voices.
If you want that to continue.
In that spirit, we have voted to dissolve the League of Non-Aligned Worlds and create a new alliance. An alliance born in the diverse voices of many worlds, joined by their desire to build a better future, to voluntarily recognize a common authority. Ambassador.
I like the tag team approach here.
Above all, it will work to create peace. Central to this process is a group of humans and Minbari, trained to work together and dedicated to the higher principles of duty, honor, and peace. They have been entrusted with the most advanced fleet of ships in existence, now that the first ones have left us.
These are the white stars flying over.
Among your people, they are called the Rangers.
An appropriate show of force.
They will help protect you from raiders and invasion by other races.
Under the command of?
If other worlds in the Alliance choose to intervene on behalf of those being attacked, the Rangers will provide the information, but will not intervene directly. The gains you will achieve by working peacefully with other races far outweigh anything you might achieve by force. But membership in the Alliance means that you will honor a code of conduct in your relations with other worlds, or risk losing all the things we stand to give you.
Hold.
All of us have agreed to recognize the independent authority of the Rangers.
Under the command?
We believe it will signal a new age of peace and prosperity.
Oh, really? I thought they were going to drop the bomb.
But we are tired of war and believe that this will help to create peace between us.
Peace is a concept.
No shit.
If I'm going to sell this to my generals and the public, I'm going to need something a little more tangible.
Then you will have it.
Yeah.
In a gesture of good faith, we will show you how to use energy fields to create gravity in your ships.
As a spacefaring race dependent upon trade with other worlds, I'm sure you see the advantage in this.
It's tempting.
What more do you want?
If we decide to pursue this, who should we negotiate with?
Oh, that's an excellent.
We have a duly elected president, as you do.
And where can I find this president?
You! Funny thing about retiring.
You knew this was coming the whole time, didn't you?
Sure did.
We've been building this thing up for months, bit by bit, making them rely more and more on the Rangers and each other. But if they decided against the Alliance, or if they wanted somebody else, well, I was fine with that too.
See ya. Mr. President?
There's someone here you may want to see.
Oh.
Hey, Dad.
Son of a bitch. I didn't expect that.
Are you okay?
Fine, I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. As soon as you got out, they started being real nice to me all of a sudden. I think they figured out they were on the wrong side and there'd be hell to pay if anything happened.
Oh, you bet.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I hear you're going to be my new daughter-in-law.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the family.
Thank you. It's been a while since I had a place where I truly belonged.
Mr. President, President Luchenko is waiting for you. Sir.
Thank you.
Mr. President?
Gotta fill you in some things, Dad.
It's
another long story. Well, there'll be plenty of time for stories later.
All the time in the world.
I'll be bringing him on as my one of my advisory board. I love him.
President Susanna Luchenko met today with representatives of the newly formed Interstellar Alliance.
I love this forced smile she has on.
In the same press conference, the newly elected president of the Interstellar Alliance, John Sheridan, had this surprising revelation.
Now, in order to join the Alliance, the rights of the colony worlds must be respected.
Mars.
Now, later this afternoon, President Luchenko will sign an executive order declaring Mars a free and independent world.
Obviously, this will have to be ratified by the Senate.
Jesus, Mike.
Have you decided yet whether you're going back to Babylon 5?
You better be, bud.
Citing the death of a close friend and other personal reasons, Captain Ivanova has asked for and received a transfer to one of the new Warlock-class destroyers for a one-year shakedown cruise. In a statement issued a few hours ago, Captain Ivanova said only, "I need to decide where my heart belongs before the rest of me can follow."
Oh, Susan.
It's rumored that they were married in a private ceremony aboard one of the White Star ships.
Really?
How does it feel to make history, hmm?
You do not make history. You can only hope to survive it.
Shikar, you are a depressing person.
Thank you.
And stop eating that. You don't even know what it is.
Something called rice.
Yes. And if it were very good, do you think they would have been standing there throwing it at people? They are quite a couple, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Look at these two.
It almost makes you wish that you could peek in on them. See how it's going?
Well, I can. Where do you think I left my eye?
The artificial eye that Dr. Franklin gave you. Where is it?
Jakar, really? Really?
It was the end of the Earth year 2261.
A year of fire.
The next 20 years would see great changes, great joy, and great sorrow. The Telepath War, the Drak War. The new alliance would waver and crack, but in the end, it would hold. Because what is built endures, and what is loved endures.
Oh my God.
And Babylon 5
endures.
Endures.
Oh, love it. That got me. So sorry. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Babylon 5, Season 4, Episode 21, the penultimate episode, Rising Star, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Rising Star, the 21st episode of the 4th season of the one and only Babylon 5. Well, you can really see that they were trying to wrap things up here. And it took that outro exposition by Delenn to kind of set us up for what was to come. You all told me that it was literally the 11th hour when JMS found out that they were going to have a season 5. And so you can see it. You can absolutely see it. And we've seen it throughout the season, and you all have kind of directed me towards certain things where certain storylines were very rushed. They wanted to kind of expand certain things. And, I think a couple of you said several of the storylines were actually meant to bleed over into a season 5 or actually be in a season 5 period. And so now with the kind of like the rush to get to the end, we had this setup. I enjoy it quite a bit. And in many ways, this kind of workaround for getting John still in the action by making him president of the new alliance reminds me, and again, spoilers if you haven't seen The Expanse, everybody. For the next like 20 to 30 seconds, there will be a spoilery comment. So I'll give you a second here. It reminds me of the end of The Expanse, whenever we had a certain character, I'll try to be as vague as possible, a certain character achieved a certain level of authority. Now, of course, it wasn't abdicated immediately like it was in The Expanse, but with Babylon 5, it was a way to kind of make sure that those that we want to be in power and the people that we want to have calling the shots remain to be in power and calling those shots. And I liked it quite a bit. I'll get into a couple things. It was in my mind, it was a great episode. There's no real reason to sully it with some negative thoughts, but by God, I will with one. Boy, oh boy, was the president annoying. And I guess that's just how we never really met Santiago, but with Clark and Luchenko, I mean, Jesus, Luchenko, I love it. It's like, we really, really wanted to, let me paraphrase. We really, really, really wanted to do something, but we were too scared to do it because we thought that maybe we'd get in trouble if we tried to do something or Clark would figure it out and take us out. So we waited for the time that was never going to come. And then you came in and took care of all this and solved a massive problem, probably the problem that has ever affected the planet since this guy was ready to wax the planet because he was going to be checking out. But we need to, for the court of public opinion, since X number of percent of the planet was pro Clark, we need to take you out. And we're going to have you go up there and offer some half-assed, apology and reason why you can't continue. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you legitimately kidding me? Like, you can't take the political heat to say, hey, everybody, the more you learn about Clark, the more you're going to understand why this action is taking place. We're going to be completely transparent with everything that we know here. It's going to take a lot of healing, a lot of rebuilding. And one of the people that we have to have that is John Sheridan. Whether you care for his actions or not, they were the only thing that freed us from all of this. So we certainly can't condemn him. And if you do so, we're going to leave it into the eyes of the public. If he runs for elected office or anything like that, it should be in the hands of the people. It's not something that, hey, everybody, you did your duty, John, and you're going to be damned because of it, at least partially. You know what I mean? And the kind of the gleeful way that she said that, like, you've got two choices. Do you want this half-assed thing that I'm giving you, or would you like to be in prison? Get out of my face. Like, are you serious? All right. And as soon as Delenn said she had something in mind, I knew that we had a third option that was coming, and it was going to be a humdinger. But anyway, enough about that. We had a great episode, really, really fantastic scenes. Again, this was we were setting up. This was like the walkaway episode. You know what I mean? This was the walkaway episode. You can absolutely see it. So many things were touched upon in this one. I mean, we started with the incredibly emotional scene between Susan and Steven. I thought that was, honest to God, both actors, one of their best scenes. Definitely Claudia's best scene. That was, it was so good. It was so good. It was so heartfelt. It was so emotional. Excellent work. I mean, there's no notes, no notes. If we were in doing scene work, no notes for that one. That was absolutely fantastic. Same thing with Franklin. Really, really job well done with all of that one. I'm seeing Rance Howard again as his dad. Fantastic, perfect timing, perfect place to drop that. I love how John immediately kind of drops not his entire gruff exterior, and he's not really gruff, you know what I mean? But he's got an air of position about him. He's a captain, now he's a president. And when he saw his dad, bullshit, he was a son. And he ran forward and just hugged his dad. That was so well done. And that to me, that's Bruce, who is like, you know what? No. I know John. John's running up there and hugging his dad like he's 10 years old. I absolutely approve of that decision. Not that what the hell does my, opinion matter. I just think it was an incredibly perfect selection for the character. It was a perfect way to show that the complexity that is John Sheridan, he's not this, he's not Newcomb Sheridan, he's not Smiling John. He's like anybody, he's an amalgamation between those two ends of the spectrum. And any chance we get to reinforce that, I think is a beautiful moment. And that, friends, was a beautiful moment. And then, of course, they try to wrap things up, so to speak, with Londo and G'Kar becoming these two sort of begrudging buddies. More like Londo really is acting like he, truly cares for G'Kar. And G'Kar is warming to the point where he doesn't dismiss Londo anymore. That he hangs out with him. He doesn't walk away. He takes the barbs and the jests in stride and serves them back, in a equal manner, like buddies would, busting balls out here, talking about prowess in the nocturnal activities, by Londo and G'Kar. Like, dude, like enough. I love that. And again, I think it's warranted because in a lesser show, if we didn't have the incredible arc between those two, this would seem disingenuous. This would seem like, oh, well, they're just trying to rush and kind of get things together so we think kindly or we think pleasant thoughts when about these two and aren't reminded of all of the other stuff. You know what I mean? And I think that it was perfectly warranted, perfectly done. Could it be a little rushed? The only reason why I feel that it's a little rushed is that we didn't have a whole lot of G'Kar and Londo in season 4, the back end of season 4. They weren't needed, so we didn't see any of this interaction. But I completely believe that it transpired. And if they didn't have to rush it, I'm sure we would have had several more scenes as sort of a build up to this one. So I understand where it went to, but the path that they were taking to get to that moment, I completely get it, and completely believe it. I don't look at it again as anything forced or it's rushed, but it's not like we didn't know we were going to get there. You know what I mean? It was like you took a couple miles out of the marathon, but we knew where the finish line was. And it was great. It was just that was a fantastic moment for those two. And if that was the walkaway moment, it would have been a good one. It would have been a good one. I hesitate that G'Kar is so much of a hound dog that he would pop his eye out so he could spy on John and Delenn, but hey, I'm not going to kink shame, I guess. This show is fantastic. I cannot wait to watch the season finale of season 4, and then we have the entirety of season 5. And I will let everybody know that in the beginning, the Babylon 5 movie will be appearing between seasons 4 and seasons 5, and any of all the other movies we'll be making notice of or making mention of the closer we get to when we're going to air them, but all of them will be watched. And I can't leave any Babylon 5 on the table, everybody. that is for sure going to be taken care of, because this is an incredible tale. You are an incredible community. Speaking of ambassadors that continue to sing the song of the stars, you all have done just that for Babylon 5. And friends, I am a proud convert to your religion. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5 or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. Oh, but my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And now, unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye from this, the 21st episode of the 4th season of Babylon 5, the penultimate episode, Rising Star. But where should we say goodbye from, my friends? Because we are the Greek chorus. We are the ones that continue to spread the tale that JMS and the other creatives started back in the day. We find people that haven't seen Babylon 5 and we tell them, you need to see one of the best tales ever told. And thus we help to continually expand and evolve the audience and become a vitally important part of the continuing narrative, my friends. So our reward for doing that, our dutiful reward for this dutiful service, is to jump back into the episode we just watched to a scene of our choosing. And so, friends, what I thought we would do is this. I am going to, again, You may glance wherever you would like, but I'm putting us in the press corps, the reestablished press corps, now that Clark is gone, as we hear both the resignation of John, but also we hear Delenn and Jakar come up there, and we are informed of the new president. But we aren't looking at the speaker when we hear all of this. We're going to look to Earth's president, because friends, I want to see the reaction on her face when choice number 3 is brought up. Until such time as we conclude season 4 of Babylon 5, farewell, old friends, and I'll see you.